It's a real pleasure to say that this has been an exciting event for us this year. I know I've talked to a number of you and the sculptors, and they've certainly enjoyed today, and they enjoyed yesterday. They did not enjoy last Tuesday with all the rain and the water, and we were underground for a while there. But 14 years ago when we started, one of the main people who in city government that worked with us was a councilman by the name of Jim Heigl. That man is now the mayor of Sylacauga and in his second term. He worked with us to help get it started. He supported it. And I suppose, Jim, that you're the only official that's been with us from the very beginning other than late Sam Wright. So at this time, I want to ask Mayor Heigl to come in and make a special award for one of our participants. Mayor Heigl.
Thank you, Ted. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to extend a special welcome to all those sculptors. Your talents, what you brought to this city, we can't thank you enough for what you've done for this city. Thousands of people came through here to see your talents and the results of your artistic abilities. I'm here this morning, though, to present a letter. And the letter states, this letter is presented to Francisco Baznini Ngazi in recognition of outstanding support for the Sylacauga Magic of Marble Festival. Francisco, it is a great honor to welcome you as a distinguished guest to the city of Sylacauga. Your artistic skills and your teaching abilities have enriched the Marble Festival and made it a great success. Because of you, Francisco, 2022 will be remembered as the year that magic of the marble dominated the festival. Your energy and talents inspired and motivated others to put forth their best efforts to sculpt a beautiful piece of marble. The amazing results will carry the message of our stone across the country and beyond. As you return to Pietrasanta, please know that you have a place here in our hearts and in our memories. We issue you a standing invitation to visit Sylacauga again and again. Would you mind stepping forward and receiving this letter? Care to say a few words?
Yes, I just want to thank you all guys for your hospitality, and your kindness. I mean, it has been a really nice time here and a great experience, really interesting to be here with you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Francesco, on behalf of the Sylacauga Magic of Marble Festival, we're presenting you this plaque, and it says, Francis Bassini Gazi, Cultural Ambassador, Teacher, and Outstanding Sculptor, in appreciation of your outstanding contribution to the Sylacauga Magic of Marble Festival 2022. Take this, it has a marble background, and you take it home with you and put it on the wall, brag on it, and show it to everybody who comes along and tell them that they ought to go to Sylacauga at some point in time. Congratulations.
As I said, thank you guys, because to me it has been really something special to be here with you, and I hope that you enjoyed your time as well with me. Thank you.
The week before the Marble Festival sculpting part got underway, we had the scavenger hunt that we sent people all over town identifying locations that had historical significance or historical insignificance, I suppose, in some cases. But the contest has been very popular. Of course, COVID slowed us down some, and we hadn't had as many participants. But Jeff Turner and Mrs. Turner have worked real hard on this program, and it's a delight to have them to be a part of the Marble Festival and to work with us. And at this time, Jeff is going to talk to you about what we're doing. They're going to make the awards, and he has a special introduction of a young woman that we certainly want you all to hear and see and understand that. And all the participants, if you please, at the end of the program, if I forget it, we want to hang around and hang a portrait on you and let Robert Pearson put it all over the world. So Robert's got the cameras rolling, so everybody smile and be thankful and be happy and look like you're having the best time you ever had in your life. Jeff?
Good morning, everyone. It's been a fun one this year. It was a little easy last year. That was my first year doing it. We had a lot of people got all the answers correct. They said it was easy, so we made it a little harder. You'll notice one of the pieces sitting up here. It was a piece of marble that's never been on display before. It's a piece and it was placed in a place that's never been found before. No one found it. So I'm going to give the answer away because it's not going to be in the same place next year. This was placed in the window of Carden's Gift Cottage on Fort Williams. So the other one that two people did get was the angel. Again, it had never been seen before. It had never been displayed before, and I want to tell you where that came from. It came from Philip Morris. The angel was carved about 50 years ago by Philip's dad, Winston Morris, and I placed it, of all places, in the window of Shoot First Video and Photography. So it was right over here on Calhoun Avenue. I did have two people found that one. So it'll be placed somewhere else next year. Now, before we go any further with the awards, I want to take a moment to introduce a very special guest we have who's going to help me hand out the awards. This year's Miss Sylacauga, Miss Lacey Wood.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. As he said, my name's Lacey Wood, and I'm the current Miss Sylacauga. I'll be competing at Miss Alabama this summer. I'm a senior at Sylacauga High School, so I'm I'm actually the youngest candidate for Miss Alabama, so that's super cool. For those of you who may not know, the Miss Sylacauga pageant is the oldest preliminary competition for the Miss Alabama pageant. So that's something else to pride ourselves in. We're the Marble City and the oldest Miss Alabama contestant. So one thing that's really exciting that I get to do as Miss Sylacauga is have my social impact initiative. That's something that each girl gets to create. That's something that they're passionate about bringing awareness to, raising money for, anything that they see fit. And mine is Step Up. My slogan that I've created is to rise above the stigma and choose to include. This comes from a very personal part of my life. My older sister, Lauren, has the most common form of dwarfism, achondroplasia. She is about 4'11", I believe. I don't know that off the top of my head. But compared to the average 20-year-old, she's much shorter. And although she's just short in stature, she's still able to do everything that a typical 20-year-old would be able to do. But as her younger sister, I grew up kind of in the shadow of watching how her peers treated her and watching how society dealt with her difference. And it was something that it's simply heartbreaking to see someone who has a significant difference and immediately disqualify them. And through support and through lots and lots of prayer and just guidance and comfort, my sister has overcome those challenges and is a very successful 20-year-old, is in college, able to do literally everything that she sets her mind to. But I have a heart for those who may not have that support system at home. And so here recently, I've been going to elementary schools and I've been teaching my curriculum, Keys to Inclusion, which follows 5 characteristics on teaching elementary school age children how to be a good friend and how to choose to include, how to see differences, how to recognize differences, but how to not let those differences keep us from expanding our circle and expanding our friendship. So I'm super excited to continue to do that. I'm super excited for Miss Alabama this summer. Lots of exciting things are happening, and I'm so excited to be here with you all today. As a native of Sylacauga, the Marble Festival has been something that I have loved to participate in since I was in, goodness gracious, 14 years ago y'all started this, so I was in like preschool, but I actually participated in the marble scavenger hunt all through first grade to about sixth grade, and it was always fun. I never actually won. I wasn't very good at it. You guys hit it very well, but it's super, super exciting to be here with you all today, and without further ado, we're gonna get started with the awards. So this is my rising star, Peyton, and she's gonna help us pass out the awards today.
I want to mention also that even though this is now the Shoot First Video and Photography Scavenger Hunt, it's absolutely a plagiarized idea. There were people who came before me who did a wonderful job of it. That's where we got the idea from, is because Missy and I played the game years ago, and it was a wonderful idea. And I just want to give the credit where that credit is due. Okay, Peyton, will you do the honors of third place? What does that say?
The Kirkland family.
Did anyone hear from the Kirkland family? Nope. Okay. Let's go to second place.
Angela Tate. Here, give her this. Right here. There we go. Get up the photo. Second. There we go.
Thank you.
And Angela? Was it hard this year?
It was. It was very hard. Oh, yeah. My daughter and I did it together.
Thank you. And first place,
Kathy Hilton.
Kathy Hilton. Not here. Okay, we'll give it to her later. We'll get it to them. Guys, I appreciate everybody that participated. I want to encourage everybody. We had some that I know maybe got 8 or 10 or 12 of them and didn't turn them in because they didn't think they would win. I want to encourage everybody that sees this to turn them in next year. Lacey?
All right. Well, thank you all so much again for being here. I have one final announcement, and this is for anyone who has any younger kids or grandkids or nieces or nephews. The Little Mr. and Miss Sylacauga pageant is coming up. It is not too late to register. I believe the deadline is fastly approaching, so get on that. But if you don't live within the city limits, that's okay. We've implemented another pageant for your little one to partake in, and that is the Little Mr. and Miss Marble Valley pageant, and that is open to any Alabama native child, girl and boy, under the age of 13, I believe. So go to the Miss Sylacauga website for more information, and we hope to see you there. Thank you again for having us, and thank you all for participating in the Magic of Marble Festival.
Thank you, ladies. It's real nice of y'all to be here. We're going to be doing photo ops, and Francesca, I want to make sure that you have your picture made with Miss Sylacauga so that you can send them to your mother. Do not send them to your girlfriend. But again, we're delighted to have all the sculptors here. We've had a very successful program, and we'll be going until noon today. But keep this date in mind. April the 11th next year is our kickoff point. So we already got that. I think it's the 11th through the 23rd. We're moving it back. Easter occurs on April the 9th next year, and it would have been right in the middle of the festival, and I didn't care to go there. So we moved down just 1 week. So April the 11th, put it on your schedule, put it on your calendar, and thank all of you for coming.